All right, it's time to access your qualifications training package now, and that's also Case Study 1 Susan's qualification. So this will be a little bit more interesting for you again. So there's a space here on our working document there that you need to embed the document. So I'm just going to take you through the processes to do it. So you can either click on the link or go back down and fill in your URL bar there. But let's do it this way, it's easier. Just get yourself to www.training.gov.au. I'm just going to go back to the home page. Alright, so once you've clicked on that in your URL bar there, you'll just swing down, deselect superseded data, type in, now you could type in the word training to find a whole heap of qualifications, or you can actually type in the TAE40110 and it's not case sensitive. Let's see what happens if we type in training. Okay, there's 3 qualifications. Don't forget, a qualification, your certificate 4, comprises of 10 units. That's very different to the case study with John, where he's just doing 1 unit for possibly a forklift license. Yours will take much longer because it's 10 times the volume of what John's doing. And in fact, John's only doing 2 little performance criterion. So look, we're double clicking on the results, and here under the current, we triple check if we've deselected the superseded data, it'll always show current, but just as a best practice I like to double check that they're current. We have our code TAE4, 4 we know is the AQF levels for certificate 4, and here we have the unit descriptor, so qualification descriptor certificate 4 in training and assessment, that's our one. Now there's also 2 diploma levels, so we're looking now at pathways beyond your certificate 4, just like we looked with John. After he may get his forklift license, he could go on to certificate 3 in warehousing and continue his education and skill sets, which would mean more money. There's other opportunities there with the diploma level. And just out of interest, there was a white paper released, I think it was late March 2013, that, that's the first step towards legislation, a white paper. And it was, it's basically indicating that your senior or lead trainers and assessors will eventually be requiring this diploma level, probably of this one, Diploma of Vocational Education and Training. I contacted IBSA, and that's the industry council body, and it's way on the horizon at this stage, which probably means 12 to 18 months. But look, at the moment, certificate 4 is the entry level, okay? That's the one that's suitable for you when you're first entering, when you're doing workplace training, when you're training and assessing in vet. This is absolutely fine. So, and this is what is great for our case study 1 Susan as well. So we're going to double click on that code, seeing that it's current again. We've got release 2, that's the most current version. And I definitely, because I train in it, I clicked on the notify me of changes. Now, once you are certified, once you are qualified in certificate 4 in training and assessment, you can then teach or train and assess in any qualification that you're qualified in. So that might be one you want to right now just notify of changes. Just enter in your email address, etc. They can email you updates of any changes. You can see here there was a release 1. And now that's been updated. You can also see where there was a TAA, and some of you might be looking at upgrading from your TAA to your TAE, and you certainly have to have done that by the 1st of July. 2013. So yeah, that's just some information. If you have selected the notify me of changes, if you intend on training and assessing in this qualification, then you're going to get ample notification. Your RTO is going to notify you of that process as well. Okay, so we're going to, of course, we open up the Word version because that allows us to make changes. Just takes a little minute with my computer. Perhaps yours is a little faster. So what I'm going to teach you to do is how to save that and insert that onto your document. There it is. Okay, so first of all, look, wherever you want to save it to, you might want to just, out of simplicity's sake, just temporarily save it to your desktop, or you might have created a file for our course under documents, however you've managed yourself there. So that's the code, and it's released to, remember, the most latest version. I'm just going to throw it on my desktop for now. Okay, so once that's done, what we can do is you open up your document again. I'm just going to pull this ribbon down again and go Insert, Object, Create from File, and I'm going to display it as an icon and Browse. You want to rewind and play this a couple of times, but suddenly you'll be able to insert all sorts of documents, which is a wonderful IT skill to have as a trainer and assessor. So I had that now on desktop. I'll go and find that. Too much on my desktop. That looks like it. No. Gosh. Yeah, there it is, TAE40110 R2. So I've just clicked on that, Insert, and Display as Icon we did, and you can see that it's even got its own little code under there, so we don't need to change the icon. You know, there's all sorts of options for the picture or for the caption, but you know, that looks pretty good. And then hit OK. Now magically that'll appear. So you have just demonstrated that you're competent in accessing the training package, and you've demonstrated an employability skill, which is an IT skill. These are transferable skills by coming and bringing that over into your working document there. So replay the YouTube if you need to, and you'll be able to perform that skill.